Good afternoon, all of you wonderful dog lovers. Thanks for following me. I appreciate you. So, today's video is going to be about certain items that you can buy that are supposed to somehow magically change your dog's behavior. One of the first ones that I'm going to bring up is called Pet Corrector. Now, Pet Corrector says it stops barking, jumping up, stealing, house manners. It does not. It makes a loud sound. And if I walk into a client's home and I spot that, I'm like, oh, that doesn't work anymore, does it? They're like, yeah, no, after a handful of times, it just stopped. So that's because it's only a noise. It's similar to a long time ago, because I've been doing this a very long time. Now, me, I never used the method. I didn't like it, but it was trainers telling people to put pennies in a can and shake it and startle their dog. Uh, Now, one of my problems with that was that I don't want a dog to have unreasonable fear of a noise that can then become unreasonable fear of other noises. So, and again, once the dog gets used to that noise, for most dogs, it becomes like any other noise. It's just a noise. That's all that it is. Now, there's another one, and you'll see it floating around if you're watching YouTube videos or Facebook, and they're ultrasonic uh, pet trainers, if that's what you want to call them. They make a pitch sound that only dogs can hear, similar to the silent dog whistles. Only I always thought it was funny that I could hear the wind going through the whistle, so it wasn't so silent. Now, mine looks like this, and it is definitely silent. Humans can't hear it. And what I find interesting is so the ones they're advertising look different than this. They're quite a bit bigger. And on the advertisement, they'll show dogs misbehaving. One of my favorites is a German Shepherd behind a fence, and the German Shepherd, you can tell off camera that there is something that is agitating that German Shepherd. And then they show him press the button, and you can tell there's been a clip in the film, and the German Shepherd just magically is not barking. They don't show him hitting the button and the dog stops. There's that little clip, that little break in the film, and that's because they removed the stimulus that the German Shepherd was reacting to. So now these will have different effects, and I'll tell you why I have them. So this one, the Pet Corrector, I have it as, for some dogs that have never heard it, it's a good first time distraction to get their attention. And then I'm going to use reasonable techniques to help my clients change their dog's behavior, not rely on some magic. And the ultrasonic pet trainers, these devices, I will tell you, I carry this for a reason. Same thing. Sometimes it's just a distraction, because I will tell you the three basic things I see whenever I use it on different dogs. Some dogs absolutely, I mean, you hit that thing and they are they're they're gone. They don't like it. Some dogs, which is what I typically use it for, especially, for example, if I'm working with a dog that will not stop barking while I'm trying to talk to the client, to the owner, when I first get there, and I have a dog that just won't stop barking. So that dog doesn't know me yet. And so I'm not going to correct that dog for barking. And people that have gone through some training, I see it all the time. They're like, no bark, no bark, no bark. And of course, the dog keeps barking because there's no consequence. So some dogs will take off. Some dogs will do the, what's that? And you can have, especially when I've been in homes that have multiple dogs, and you'll have dogs that'll just act like didn't hear a thing, like nothing. So the point of me making this is, oh, here's the funny one about this one too. Not this particular one. The other one that they advertise a lot, they say, oh, it was created. It's brand new. It's, just recently discovered and created by ex canine military handler. No, these things have been around for at least 20 years, different ones. I don't know who created them, don't really care. They are, again, they are good as far as a distraction. It's like the ones you can put up in your backyard that listen for a dog's bark and will make that noise. And same thing, some dogs will, oh, what's that? And they'll stop. But over time, they go, oh, it's just a noise. So there's no magic devices to change your dog's behavior. One, there's a reason that your dog has the behaviors that it has. And when I work with clients and I point out the reason for the behaviors, they're like, wow, that makes sense. And then I show them realistic, reasonable techniques to actually help change their dog's behaviors. And I want to clear something else up about changing bad behaviors to good behaviors. The beginning of behavior modification is understanding the behavior, understanding where it's coming from, why you're doing the techniques you're doing, and controlling the behavior. The goal is the behavior goes away, where it no longer exists. I think one of my main complaints that I get is people, they can't walk their dogs because their dogs will go ballistic when they see another dog. And one of the main techniques, uh, several that I see over and over that people find do not work on most dogs, they'll work on very easy dogs, is trying to redirect the dog and give them a treat, where some dogs just, they're not treat motivated. And people find this out real quick. The, you know, look at me, redirect, look at me. So when I'm walking a dog for 45 minutes to an hour, I don't need the dog looking at me the entire time that I'm walking. The dog should be able to walk normal and look at other dogs and look at rabbits and look at cats and look at squirrels, but not react to them. So I don't need them looking at me. The other one is, oh, and on the redirect and give a treat, I've had multiple clients that have worked with trainers doing that. And they're like, oh, they're trying to tell them, well, we're just too close. So we'll have to try again next week from a longer distance. So the clients end up keep spending more money, and they're not getting any results. I think one of my clients, after 6 times, the client told the trainer, we're so far away that I can barely see the dog. And that was a very easy dog to stop doing that behavior. Or the whole turn and go the other way or cross the street. I'm going to tell you right now, this is how smart dogs are. Your dog sees another dog and you turn and start going the other way, or you cross the street, your dog absolutely starts thinking there must be something wrong with those other dogs. So then your dog becomes more reactive. And one of the worst things that I see people do, and people do it by nature. I mean, it's just nature. But I show people, here's a method your dog will actually understand. And that is when people, their dog sees another dog and they tighten up on the leash and they keep it tight. So again, that's telling the dog stranger danger. So there's no magic devices. It's actually working with your dog, understanding the difference in skills, obedience. That would be sit, stay, down, heel, here, and manners and behavior modification. That's things like running out the front door, eating your couch, counter surfing, jumping on you, jumping on your guest. Those are manners and behaviors. So if you're having issues with your dogs, seek a professional, get professional help, and particularly me. So uh, that's my video for today. I will do another follow-up not a follow-up video to this one, but I want to do another video about puppies and people getting puppies, and the whole, everybody does the same thing. They shut all their doors, they put everything away, and instead of teaching the puppy, hey, this is the home you live in, and these are the things you don't touch, and these are the things that are great for you. So that's it for today. Again, I appreciate y'all following me. Please like and share this video. Appreciate also if you would just, even if you've done it before, do a Google search on my business. Go onto my webpage. It helps with algorithms. I think that's what it is. So it helps, to keep my face out there. Thanks again, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Until next time. Bye-bye.